Hey everyone! Well, we're here, we're back, and today we're doing another anti-MLM video, and for today's video we will be heading on over to Reddit and seeing what craziness the Huns have been up to, because as we know, the life of a Hun is 24/7, and they will not stop until every single person on this planet is recruited into their MLM, but I don't think that could ever possibly happen. I mean, for multiple reasons, but I know I would never, I know so many of you would never join an MLM no matter what they say, what they promise, what they do. We're not joining their MLM. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really, really like it, please subscribe. Make sure to check out my description for all my fun links. And with that short intro out of the way, let's get started. Food from the Monate Hunvention. We're spoiled. They give you like a 2-ounce piece of salmon, a 2-ounce steak, and 4 vegetables. And I don't, is that supposed to be mashed potatoes like underneath? Why is it such little mashed potatoes? Like, I wouldn't say spoiled. You know, I mean, hey, they fed them, I guess, and, you know, they gave them 2 proteins, that's nice, but spoiled when they give you 4 vegetables and 2 of them being half a piece of asparagus. I mean, spoiled. I guess you just always expect more because the way they talk about these vacations and these conventions, which is the free vacation, you know, they make it seem like this is the best thing ever and they really, really spoil us and they treat us so well, and I don't know. You probably could have made something a lot better at home. I wonder what the comments say. Only 2 pieces of asparagus? Right? I'm ready to channel my Gordon Ramsay. A quarter of a effing carrot? Where's the rest of it? Maybe their upline gets it. Oh my god. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Yeah, a tiny piece of carrot. I don't know. Why not give them more vegetables? Like, why not just do 1 protein people can pick, and then you give them more vegetables and more mashed potatoes? It literally looks like they, like, took a tablespoon and smeared it and tried to make it look pretty. But they probably just ran out. It's probably the mashed potatoes from, like, the bottom of the pan. So, at least they're feeding them, I guess. The rage these people invoke in me is unmatched. Oh yeah? And what's a pyramid scheme? Do you think a 2-time Super Bowl champion would start an illegal business 9 years ago and still be getting away with it? People do sketchy stuff all the time and get away with it. I'm curious, what exactly was your goal messaging a random woman you don't know, "How's it going?" at 1 a.m.? Ignorance keeps so many people from financial freedom. Don't worry, I understand that you just don't know what you're talking about. Have a nice day. I have financial freedom. Do you really think being rude to people in DMs is the way to get them to join your downline? You still didn't answer my question. Oh, man. Yeah, like, I kind of wish that they would have. Like, what did you expect when you message someone at 1 a.m.? Like, hey, how's it going? Like, you think at 1 a.m. someone's like, yes, this is the time that I want to join your MLM. I mean, again, it just also proves that they are working all the time, all hours of the day. And that this person really doesn't have financial freedom. I mean, maybe they have financial freedom. I doubt it if they're needing to message people at 1 a.m. And this is clearly for Q Sciences. Also, what does someone being a 2-time Super Bowl champion, like, okay, they're good at football. That doesn't mean that they're good at business or anything else. And, you know, there are many, many MLMs out there running their barely legal pyramid schemes, really, because they have profits. They have, well, yeah, they have products, which is what, you know, gets them out of the whole, we're not a pyramid scheme because we have products. So it's how they get away with it. And it's more the FTC just wants, you know, they want to shut these things down, but it's really hard. So they more just want people to be aware of things like this, and, you know, just saying ignorance keeps so many people from financial freedom. That's absolutely not true, because people who are well aware of how they can be financially free, that's why they make money and save it. Yeah, in the future they'll be financially free. Maybe they are currently financially free. They just made an assumption. And joining an MLM, you definitely will not be financially free. So when you are well aware of how MLMs work, you are not ignorant. A proposal at the Monet retreat. No thanks. Ain't nothing like a proposal in front of 15,000 of your besties. Wow, I mean, good for them, but this is not where I would want to be proposed to at all. What if she said no? That'd be really awkward. I wonder what the comments say. Oh, I didn't click on this one. Let's see. Honey, will you combine your shampoo business with mine forever? Be the conditioner to my shampoo. Oh, it's, yikes. And 15,000 of your besties, I am gonna have to say, I mean, unless this is like someone really top in Monet and they always treat those people like they are massive celebrities, which is just really weird because the only reason that they are as high as they are is because they have so many people in their downline. It's not really because they worked hard, it's just because they were lucky and got in at the beginning and knew a bunch of people. So there's that, and then everyone treats them like they're gods. It's just always so weird. Someone forgot to erase the beginning of her copy and paste message. Just be like, hey girl, I signed up with Sensi and I'm having so much fun. Would you be interested in signing up and making some extra money as well? It would be so much fun. Thank you, copy and pasted. It's just, I know that they give them these messages, but it's like, I guess, I don't know, I guess they expect them to like read it and see what they're saying, like read what it says. They always say like, you know, make it sound like you, and they're like, no, it's good enough. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna send it to a bunch of people and hope for the best, because there's nothing authentic about sending a hey girl message no matter what it says, because your end result is not to make a friendship. It's not even, they don't really care about the sale of a product. It's to join the company and to profit off of that person. So there's no real authenticness to any hey girl message, but somehow you do make it even less authentic when you keep in and prove that you just are copy and pasting messages. Which, I mean, we always know. Lyft driver pitched to me on my ride. He picked me up, 28 female, up from my house to go to the gym. He wasn't wearing a mask when he picked me up, but put one on once I was in the car. We hadn't even made it out of my neighborhood yet, and he starts in with a super soft, but still clearly rehearsed pitch. I said, no thank you, I'm happy doing what I'm doing now. He dropped it. But I felt it was super inappropriate to do that when you essentially have people trapped in your vehicle. After he dropped me off, I filed a complaint with Lyft about it and went about with my workout so I could be done in time to change and walk across the street to go to work. About 25 minutes later, a gym employee came up and said there was a man looking for me. So I started to follow her to the front, and I saw my Lyft driver at the desk. I told her I didn't feel comfortable speaking to him because I knew it was about the report. She said she would handle it, and I thanked her and went to the locker room to text my coworkers asking someone to pick me up so I didn't have to walk alone, even across the street. The parking lots are usually empty before 8 a.m. because nothing is open yet, and I didn't want to be vulnerable. My boss ended up getting me, and while I was walking out of the gym, the ladies working at the front desk assured me he was gone and said he was getting angry and demanding that he speak to me. I reported that to Lyft as well, and I'm currently waiting on a response from the escalation team. I'm going to be leaving a message for the manager at the gym for these employees because they really helped me out and I'm super grateful. TLDR, Lyft driver tries to pitch to me in the car. I decline and report. He comes looking for me after a ride to confront me about it. Gym employees get rid of him for me. That's, oh my god, I mean, I would have reported him too. You can't do that. It's like that one story that we read a couple Reddit videos ago, where that one lady was getting pitched to on an airplane. It's like cars, airplanes, buses. You're trapped. You can't leave. And they know that. And it's just so wrong. And it's like, if this person is, you know, doing so well in their MLM, then why are you driving for Lyft? And it's just so not okay because you do trap them. And I'm sure there's probably something in Lyft's guidelines that say, like, you can't do something like that because that's not okay. Because you're an employee for Lyft and then you're advertising your other business, like, not okay. Like, maybe if she brought it up, it would have been different, but he just is like, all right, do you want to join? She's like, no, I don't. And I don't think you should be doing that for anyone, because what if somebody else got in and then they fell for it and then they lose a bunch of money because the Lyft driver told them to join their downline? Like, it's just wrong. And then it's really creepy that he came back to confront her and talk to her about it. And it's like, dude, don't do that. And if she didn't report him, somebody else would have. Just the things that people in MLMs do, and it makes them, like, do things that they probably would not ever typically do in a day-to-day basis. I hope that, you know, he's just so desperate to have downlines and that Lyft is his only job. So, you know, his MLM is affecting his full-time job of working for Lyft, and then because of that, he may lose his Lyft job because he's promoting his MLM, which he's not allowed to do. So it's a vicious circle. Also just creepy. It's creepy. I don't like. I'm just glad that this person was okay and they did everything right. Everything they could have done correctly, they did. Staying in my parents' apartment building. Come in. We've got oils. And then they have a package at the door, which probably is more oils that they bought. Because, you know, if they're like any other doTERRA business owner, their whole bathroom is filled with oils, and it's just like a store display, which is such a terrible thing to do, because it's like, that's a place that more than likely someone will always go into in your house or apartment. And I just can't imagine, like, you're going to the bathroom and you're like, oh no, they're there. And then you walk out and they're like, oh, did you smell them? Do you want to buy them? It's like, I gotta go pee somewhere else. Goodbye. Hey girl, no, I won't help you. Hey girl, happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing day. I wanted to offer you a birthday credit to try some products for $5 off. I have skinny wraps, sleepy tea, energy pixie sticks, and skinny coffee available. Which one would you like to try? And then over a month later, hey, can I ask a quick favor? And I promise I'm not selling you anything. And then I assume this is very recently, so another 2 months later. Hey girl, will you do me a favor and make a post on Facebook for me? I am hiring and want to get the word out. Unblocked, meaning this person finally was like, no, I'm done. If I didn't want your $5 birthday credit, which $5 towards It Works products is kind of insulting almost, because that's not really any sort of savings. And then to think that they're going to respond to you when you say, I'm not selling you anything, like, quick favor, like, I'm not going to sell you anything, and it's probably just like, can you post on your Facebook? And it's like, no. I need to know, like, how many people actually do that. I mean, I assume a decent amount probably do post, because they're like, well, they're not getting, you know, I'm not buying anything from them, and what's the harm of putting out a Facebook post? But there is a harm to it, because you're getting it out to more people who are potentially unaware of MLMs and the scams that they are. So, let's see what the comments say. It's like having a fly pester you during a picnic. That's such a perfect description. I'd prefer the mosquitoes. Yeah, it really is. It's like, would you just, like, buzz off, then go away. And then the only way to make them go away is to do what this person did and block them. $500 just to spin the wheel after they all spent $300 on a ticket to be at Monations, not including travel and stay. Spend $500 or more for a chance to spin our Take a Chance wheel and win some prizes. $500? I could understand 10 or 20. I need to know. Let's zoom in. What are some of the prizes? Pick one gift from the store. Surprise! I would not pay $500 for a surprise. Like, not at all. Lead by example. That's not anything. What does this say? Grow your business. Wear Monate. What? And then this says $50. So I pay $500 to get $50? Oh, goodness. Get out of here. Stop it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that they're just scamming them more. You know, they have this high of being at the convention, and, you know, it's another way to get everyone to think positively, and isn't Monet great for putting all of this on, and are we having a great time, and I bet, you know, the moment you get back, you are going to grind, and you're going to push, and you know, next year, you guys can be on stage, and I want more of you to be on stage, and I want even more people to be here next year. It's like, no, and I just sense this. I mean, it's always once there's a convention, it's, you know, we see a lot more of whatever the MLM is, like they're out there and they are grinding hard because they're going on the high of this convention, which is just more manipulation and very cult-like tactics to be like, you love us, look at what we've done for you, we are the whole reason that you are happy. Keep bringing us more and more people. And it's just like, they're just feeding the beast of MLMs when you recruit people. You're just feeding it. That's all it is. My Domino's order came with this from the driver. Another thing that should be illegal, but at least they're not talking to them. They're just like, hey, oh, weird, that must have accidentally got in, which I just feel like another thing. They probably can't do this when they work for another company, but, I mean, hey, I don't know. I guess they're really trying. They're doing everything they can, but it just needs, don't be in an MLM and you won't have to do cringy stuff like this. MLM people are insane. So it looks like a Instagram Q&A. It said, ask me about business or anything about business. And somebody said, I'm trying to expand my network, but get stuck on numbers/location to look for them. Your first mistake is that you're trying. Trying is lying. You either do or you do not. You can't try to do anything. If I asked you to try to pick up a pen off the floor, would you try to pick it up or would you just pick it up? Change your mindset and the way you perceive things. You're letting yourself get stuck, but stuck is nothing more than a mindset. It doesn't exist unless you are literally physically stuck, which I'm sure you are not. What a rude response. Also, why was she talking like Yoda in the beginning? Like, you either do or you do not. Like, you can't try to do anything. Like, yeah, you can. If she is trying to get people to join, like she's talking, yeah, I guess she is physically like talking to them and they're not joining. I mean, she's trying to recruit people. She's trying to find people to recruit and it's not working. She's saying, who should I reach out to? How did you do that? And she's like, well, I just physically tried. Such a rude response. I mean, I'm not surprised. I don't think any of us are surprised. They're always just rude to people when people are genuinely like, hey, how do I talk to more people? Who should I look for? Because that is the number one thing, is finding people. That's what the whole job is talking to people, finding people, recruiting people. That's the job. And then it's like, well, you need to not try because there's no such thing as trying. It's trying is lying. What does that even mean? Why is that? These people in MLMs, like, they think they're so smart and they're all motivational speakers and anything they say just sounds genius. No, that's not genius. And we have reached the end of the video, so we all know what that means. It is meme time. We have, hey hun, you don't make 5 paychecks a month. You make 5 rebate checks. And isn't that true? My response to MLM hun bragging about their paychecks. I know this whole like, we make 5 paychecks a month. It's like, in reality, you make 1 paycheck a month because there is, yes, they get the weekly commission checks, which is usually just them buying from their own store. So it's their commission coming back to them. But the real check is the bonus check, which is usually the one that comes in where they are getting all the money from having a downline. Like, that's the real check. And it's like, to say it's 5 checks, like, yeah, I guess if that's how you want to see, you are getting paid 5 times a month. And I think that's, again, that's also how they manipulate you. It's like you kind of see money coming in all the time. So you're like, this business is great and they do love me. And it's like the one check that is like the real check each month is the one where you have a downline. So you have more and more people and you start to see more and more during that check. That's the real check, and that's the exciting check. So they really only get paid maybe realistically once a month, if they even get paid at all. So it's because if they really were making money, income disclosure statements would not look how they look. But of course, you know, it's all a lie, and people are totally rich and amazing, and everyone's making $1 million because we're just the ones who are ignorant and uneducated, even though numbers don't lie. Alright, you guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really, really like it, please subscribe. Let's talk anything and everything anti-MLM in the comments below, and until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!